Hello, my name is Steve Andrus, and my ministry is winning and warning, winning souls and warning souls. And I started in the low 1980s, and I started by mistake. My wife and I went to a stock show in Victoria, Texas, and there were churches there that had a booth, and but all it was pictures of the church and some information on the church. And I told Pat, I said, we ought to do that. And our church was Rocky Creek Baptist Church. It was 18 miles from town. And I told the fella that what I found at the stock show. And he said, well, we could do that. I said, get out of here. How are we going to do that? He said, same way that we do all the other contacts. I went back to the church and I told the preacher about it. He said, yeah, he said, we can do that. I said, that's what the other guy said too. How are we going to do this? He said, well, you don't need anything, just do it. And so the next year came, and the other guy bought about 12,000 tracts. And they were from chick tracts. And we put up a booth, and we worked by standing up front, and when people came by, we would ask them, if I could show you how to get to heaven, you'd like to see it, wouldn't you? And everybody says yes, But we started working the booth the next year, and this kid come up, and he was about 12 years old, I guess. And we asked him, if he was saved, what's being saved. So we told him. He left there and went and got his sister and brought her over there and said, tell her about that. And so we did. They left and got others to come. And that started everything. We had like 250 people the first 2 days. Yes. And it was all word of mouth. And that was in the early 80s, 1980s. And we did that every year at the stock show for about 4 or 5 years. And then we left Victoria and went to Chicago. And I worked in the oil field at the time, and we owned 5 workover rigs, they call them. Whenever a well quit working, quit paying off, quit producing, they call us, and we get it going again. And so it was real simple, and I loved it. but we left, and we went to Chicago, and I worked there, going to it took 3 years for the degree, so to speak. And when I got through, this fellow with the school said you need more experience. And I said, yeah, you're right. And he said, I know a guy that's looking for someone to teach in his school. And I said, I would like to do that. And so I went to talk to him, and sure enough, he didn't have any help. And so I worked there for a year, and that was after I got out of college. And there was a fellow there at the church that helped us look for openings, and he found one up in Idaho. And so we went out there for 14 years, and oh gosh, we won people everywhere out there. And generally it's difficult, but what makes it difficult for most people is they don't stay with the subject. They want to talk about everything else. So anyway, 14 years went by, and there was a guy with Amazing Grace Mission, and he went to fairs and festivals, all kinds of stock shows, all this stuff. And so he showed us how to seat people down. And so we did, and they came. I mean, they came. We went to Yakima, Washington to help a guy over there. He didn't know come here from Sikkim about what to do, how and where, and none of that. We were just amazed at how people reacted. It's like here, you know, who's going to sit down under one of these canopies and listen to how bad they are? And anyway, we went on with that, and I decided that in order for me to really have an impact, that I'm going to have to get out of the pastoring and get in the soul winning. And that's what we did. We started doing this, I guess it's been about 10 or 12 years ago. And it's all worked out.